it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on their first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The Seahawks had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
Levis is, and this throw finds Smith and Jigba. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. You look at this Baltimore defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7.
7.
I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Now Levis. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 5. Jackson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. That's pulled in by Brooks. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 16 yards on that one, and a Raven first.
First down, Ravens.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Jackson now. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd down and 4. Now it's Jackson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 15. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Levis to throw it. And he whips that one incomplete there.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Levis on third down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Jackson's throw is on target to Likely. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
First and goal at the 1. Jackson going to run. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Seahawks nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be sterner with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw, it's Levis. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And he's knocked to the turf right there at the 46-yard line. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
And that's good for a Seahawks. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. A give for Walker running right. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run again with Walker. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Levis back to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Jackson Smith and Jigba, the one he was after there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Levis looking to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He finds Smith and Jigba. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Wow, that qualifies as a bad miss because anything inside of 40 should be automatic. That's a big mistake right there.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. 14. Seahawks nothing. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it.
And Levis tosses his third interception of the game. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. This ball taken in here by Brooks. And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 44 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens take a 3-touchdown lead. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Levis sets up to throw here.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Incomplete.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Play action. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Baltimore.
Now it's Jackson.
Finds his man over the middle. It's Likely.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Isaiah Likely.
From 21 yards away.
And the Ravens are able to add on to their first half lead.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Levis now on 1st and 10.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
2nd and 10. Levis now off of play action.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Levis to throw once more. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Levis.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. To throw is Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
They go play action with Jackson. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Throwing is Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Jackson now. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 8 yards there and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Here's Jackson.
That's to Mitchell out of the backfield.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Tucker's kick is good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back. Walker hit and the ball is out.
And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
And a Raven first down.
Right back to him on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays. And they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
13.
Now Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. That's pulled in by Brooks. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens just continue to roll. So I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
The 38-yard line.
Back to throw, it's Levis. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle, a 2nd and 10 now. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Now again, it's Levis looking to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Back to throw here. On target to his man, Likely. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Jackson
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
Levis looking to throw. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 1st and 10. Here's Levis.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Here's Levis. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop. Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 25 yards that time. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of... Great job of doing that.
So the challenge there not successful, and now they'll be left with only 1 timeout. Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, we've reached Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
180 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to Charles in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
An option give now to Mitchell.
And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he is going to be stopped here for no gain, and that is going to be the final play of this football.